Okay. Let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have discussed about how we can create our Azure account. Then we have seen about marketplace. We have seen the subscription. And then we have seen the how we can create a Windows virtual machine. So this is what we have discussed in our previous session. In today's session, we are going to continue with Linux virtual machine. But before starting off this particular topic, if anyone have any question, whatever we have discussed, if you have any question, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Shiva.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Yes, Shiva.
Yeah. From my side, I have a question like why the resource group can't be renamed? Is there any specific reason they made it
Because Azure is not giving that option to us. That's why we are not able to.
behind that? Is there any specific reason?
We have not, they are not giving any option. There is no specific reason for few things. There are if you don't have that option, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing, yesterday we have created the Windows server by adding some resource group, but we didn't created any subscription, right?
Subscription by default we have. That is what we have discussed it. Whenever you are going to create in the first session, you'll get free trial subscription. On the tomorrow session also, yesterday session also we have discussed it. After creation of the account, you will automatically get a subscription, free trial.
Okay, free trial is our subscription.
Yes, you will get that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
Yes, Jeevan Prasad, you can unmute.
Yeah, Anil. So, Anil, just one question.
Sorry, this is not Anil, this is Ankit. Jeevan, my name is Ankit, not Anil.
Sorry, I Ankit. Yeah.
Yes,
sorry.
Jeevan.
So, Ankit, yesterday I was trying to register with Azure, but debit card it is not accepting. So, it is required credit card only?
No, it is accepting debit card also.
No,
You are
yesterday I
from which
tried
country?
India.
So even you can pay using UPI also.
UPI option. No, payment 2 rupees deducted. Okay, after enabling the
You're
internet
talking
transaction.
about Azure card, Azure account, or you're talking about our payment which you wanted to make in our website?
Azure. Yours is
so
already paid. Through UPI paid.
That you can go with debit card also. But it's not supporting all big debit cards. It is supporting it only few debit cards in India.
Yeah, but it is 2 rupees deducted. I received the message. But while proceeding,
Which bank account you are using?
I have that SBI account.
SBI is supporting. SBI and ICICI is supporting it. That I'm 100% sure.
Because I checked with my friends, they said that only credit card they are accepting. So
no, they start accepting debit card also. But right now they have just start accepting SBI and ICICI.
Okay. Okay, let me try again.
Other one, they are still in process. Earlier, if I talk about 6 months back, they are only accepting credit cards.
Okay.
Okay. Now it is accepting debit card also with SBI and ICICI.
Okay, let me try today again with.
Okay.
If anything, I will send a mail. Thank you.
Sure. Yes, Praveen.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, actually, I joined from today only, and I made payment and got login. All things are done, and today only I created a free account also. My question is, I also gone through recording also, but not completed yesterday's recording. So I just wanted to recap yesterday's all the labs what you did, so it will get
yesterday's session we have learned about how we can create a Windows virtual machine.
Okay.
So it's not possible, Praveen, just for a one student we can recap those things also.
Okay.
I can clear your doubts. If you have doubts, that I can clear it. But it's not possible to repeat that full topic. Okay. So that you need to watch a video.
It will not impact for today, right?
You need to understand those things also. what we have done. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in any of the sessions.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Sheikh, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to ask, like, when we log into our Azure account, there will be only one account, right? For example, in our company, if there are two admins, we both have to use same account to log in.
No, we'll create the different account by using Azure Active Directory service. We can create their own users also.
We can create the own users, but to the main Azure account, that will be one, or we can create more.
One main account, and under that we have more IAM users. You can provide the permissions as per their requirement.
For that one main account, that will be anytime, any part of time, that will be only one account, right?
Yes. Under
Like
that,
that,
you can create unlimited users.
Yeah.
In real
That we
time,
can create.
in real time, Sheikh, we don't have the root user access.
Okay.
We don't have, anyone don't have, only client have that access. Because billing base is done based on the root account, that which we are logged in by using email ID and password. That is root account.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, root
But
account.
for our other employees, that is will create users. And even to create users also from our IAM users, we are creating more users.
Okay.
This
Now
type
the
of
security
permission
perspective, if that root account is hacked, like if somebody knows that username and password, then
so that is why we can always enable MFA.
Okay.
What is MFA? Multi-factor authentication we are always enabling for our accounts. So no chances of hack also. Even someone has
With the
hacked
root
the
account.
password, they need that second confirmation.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we are always enabling those things.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, we'll learn that in upcoming session, how to enable MFA also. Because in real time, we need to even enable for our users also.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Ankit. Thank you.
Anyone have any more questions? Okay. Yes, Tarun.
Yeah, good evening, sir. This side, Tarun.
Yes, Tarun.
If I have any doubt, so I can drop mail.
Yes, this is what we have discussed in from last two sessions. If you have any question while practice, you can drop me an email, but make sure whenever you're emailing me, you're mentioning your batch number also.
Okay, sir.
In the subject line or in the email, you are going to mention.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Anyone have any more questions? Looks like no one has any more questions. So we'll start with our today's topic, where we are going to discuss about how we can create a Linux virtual machine. In previous session, we have created Windows virtual machine. In today's session, we are going to create a Linux virtual machine. To create any resources, there is a prerequisite. Azure. What is that prerequisite? The prerequisite is called as resource. Without resource group, it is impossible to create resources in Azure. So first of all, what we need to create? I need to create a resource group. If I have existing one, I can select that. But in previous session, what we have done, after our practice, we have completely deleted that resource group. And we have discussed it, if we delete our resource group, under our resource group, whatever the resources we have, all things are going to be. So our previous one is deleted. So let me create again resource. Click on. By default, system is selecting my subscription and then give the name of our resource group. Let's say I give the name as group -116. It can be any name. I'm just giving it as per my batch. And this name no needs to be unique. Anyone can use the same name in their Azure account. So whatever the name I have given, I can give it. And now here we need to select a region. In which particular region, which particular data center, I need to create this resource. Here I'm getting that full list. I'm creating in Central India. And then click on Review plus Create. It is validating our record. Validation is passed. And then click on. Our resource group is. After creation of resource group, the next thing is we need to create a virtual. So click on create. Subscription, automatically system has selected. Next thing, we need to select a resource. After selection of resource group, we need to give the name of our virtual machine. I am giving it VM-Linux-116. Scroll down. In previous session, we have discussed it for any computer. If I want to purchase any computer, we need few things. What are the things we require? CPU, RAM, hard disk, operating system. So for here also, we need those all four: CPU, RAM, hard disk. And which operating system I'm going to select? I'm selecting a Linux-based operating system. So here we are selecting Ubuntu. By default, it is selected Ubuntu. But here we have other also. You can click on see all images. You will get all images. In our normal language, we are calling it operating system. In Azure, it is called as images. Even here I have Ubuntu 22 version, Windows 11, other lot of we are getting. You can click on next. Here I'm getting some more. A lot of operating systems we have. Now, but by default, it is giving me Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. I'm going with this Ubuntu version. Means Ubuntu is an operating system. It's a Linux-based operating system. Linux is an open source operating system. Any company can develop. So we have a lot of companies they have developed. And one of the companies, Ubuntu, they have developed their Linux-based operating system with the version 1, we have 20.04. So we have already selected our operating system. Next thing, scroll down. Next thing is we need to select a size. When we are selecting a size, we are getting it CPU and RAM, both things are together we are getting. And in previous session, we have discussed it. We need to select a size called B1S. Why I need to select a size called B1S? Because this one is coming under free tier. And by default, system has selected the size as B1S. In B1S, what I am getting it? I am getting it 1 CPU and 1 GB of RAM. But in real time also, are we going to use B1S? No. In real time, we are selecting it more sizes. So we have a lot of sizes also. I have 8 CPU, 32 GB of RAM. And this is the name they are giving it. These are the naming convention used by the Azure. These are not naming convention given by my side. It's already given by the Azure. DAS_V3. So whatever the client is giving that particular name we need to select. And based on that, we will get CPU, RAM. So which one we are going to select? We are selecting B1S. No, sorry, this is not B1S, this is B1S. B1S is the name of the size which I am using. Like this, we are getting a lot of names. So we have selected CPU and RAM. Now we need to select hard disk also. We'll select that. Scroll down. Administrator. Here I need to give the username and the password details, whichever I need. In Windows 1, we have only one option that I can only give password, username and password. But in Linux, we are getting two options. Which two options? One is SSH public key, other one is with password. We all know what is password, like a normal XYZ@123, simple password we are given. But here we have something new called SSH key. Here I'm going to generate one key, and the key extension is .pem. This is the extension of the file which system is going to download with the help of SSH key, which I'm going to generate. With that key, we can connect to our machine, and that key is look like a password to us. Is like a password to us. By default, username is your user. I'm going to keep the same username. If I want to change username, you guys can change the username also. And here, system is going to generate a new key. If I have any existing key, I can select that also. But I don't have any existing in my system. I can't select that existing key. So I need to generate a. And here I need to give the name of the key. Earlier, the system is giving it, but I have changed, so that name has been. So I need to give the key name. It can be any name. You can give your name, XYZ, whatever the name you want to give. You can. Let's say I'm just giving the key name as Azure key -Linux. This is the name and here I'm getting the green check. It means the name we have given is correct. Now, so here what we have given till now, we have selected our resource group, given the name, region system is automatically selecting because of the resource group. Image we have selected, image means operating system. Then we have select a size. In size, we are getting it CPU and RAM. And then we have given our username and the key which I am generating, that particular. These are the only details we have given. Now scroll down. In previous session, to connect our Windows machine, we have enabled one port number. Which port number we have enabled? RDP. And what is the port number for RDP? 3389. Same way, if I want to connect any Linux machine, it is mandatory to enable a port number called SSH. It means we need to enable that SSH port number. Anyone knows what number for SSH port number? In the chat box, you can confirm. number. Like for RDP, we have a port number 3389. For SSH, we have a port number called 20. And if you see here in our Azure portal, by default, that particular port number is, here I'm getting 20. By default, Azure is so smart. They know that I'm selecting Linux operating system, so automatically they are enabling that port. So we have selected all our details we have selected. But there is one thing is pending. What thing? Hard disk. For hard disk, we need to click on next disk. In Azure, it is called as disk. And here system is selecting our operating system disk. And by default for Linux one, they are giving the size as 30 GB by default. For Windows, they are giving us 127 GB. For Linux, they are giving us only 30 GB of this. If I want to increase, I can increase that also. I can increase till 64 GB. It is free for Linux. For Windows 1 till 127 GB is free. Linux 64 GB is coming under free. Or if I want to add additional disk, I can add additional disk. Like I want to add D drive, F drive, like this also we can. How to add those additional disk, we'll learn in upcoming session. So here I'm getting. Now click on next, networking. So here we have multiple tabs: networking, management, monitoring, advanced, tags. Regarding this, will slowly we are going to move forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm directly jumping to the tab called Review Plus, because I'm not going to do anything on these tab right. So system start validating. Click on it. Done. So we have created our virtual machine. Now when I click on create, here I'm getting one pop-up. What does this pop-up? Download private key and create resource. Means that particular PEM file we are going to delete here. Or the other option is return to create a virtual. I don't want to return, I want to create this resource. So click on download private key and create resource. Click on that, and you can see here I'm getting this is my PEM file. I'm going to save this PEM file. This is my batch 116. Now system is start creating our virtual machine. This is how we are creating our Linux virtual machine. Now we need to discuss about how we need to connect. But before starting, any question anyone have, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Shekhar. Shekhar K, you have raised your hand. For asking your question, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, Shekhar.
Ankit, what is the main difference between the password and SSH key? Because for password we are setting it, and SSH key is also we are setting it.
Okay, let me show you the SSH key and let me know, is it possible to hack? This is my SSH code. Is
Okay.
it possible to someone can remind this code?
No.
This is my password.
It's like a server certificate, right?
Something like that, yes.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so that's the
And
main
one more
reason.
doubt is
Password is we are setting it maximum 10 to 15 characters maximum we can set, but still it is possible to hack. It is very difficult.
Okay, got it. And one more is port number same for both Unix and Linux systems, or is it different?
For complete Linux, it can be Red Hat, it can be CentOS, it can be Ubuntu or any other type of Linux. Port number is same for all 22. Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yes, Praveen.
Hi, Ankit. Okay, so I'm just trying to create a VM, or just it's again asking for start with Azure free trial, and once I click on start, again it's like asking to sign up. Can you take remote to just set up my account, or my account is already set up? No issues with that.
Praveen, sorry, it's not possible right now because right now we are in the sessions. So
Okay.
regarding this type of issues, you can take a screenshot and drop me an email.
Sure.
Okay, I'll check and I'll reply, because few things it's not possible for me to guess. First, I need to see what actual the error you are getting it. Based on that, it will be easy for me to give you the.
Right.
Okay. So, do you have my email ID?
Yes, I just noted down. From
Yesterday, I have already shared that one. That again, I'm sharing in the chat box. Okay. So please make a note down that email ID and check and reply. And make sure when you are going to email me, mention your batch number.
Got it.
Okay. You
Yes,
have
sir.
might be note down my personal email ID, which I have given in the PP.
Yes.
Use
So that
only
was,
one. Use only one email. You use that one or this one. It's up to your wish. Don't use both the emails.
thank you. Okay.
Yes, Shiva, you can.
Okay, sir. My question is like while creating the VM, there is an operate system OS type x64 ARM64. So can you please
Like
explain
a
me what is that?
32-bit, like in Windows, we have 32-bit and 62-bit.
But both are ARM64. No, what is the difference between x64 and ARM64?
That answer you
Both
will
are
get
60.
who is the Linux administrator. They'll give you the better answer for those things. Okay.
Okay.
Those are Linux administrator, they'll give you the better answer. Here I'm getting x64.
VM architecture as
That information which I have it, as per my information, is like a 32-bit or 64-bit. This is
yeah,
64-bit.
that is everybody know as the 32-bit or 64-bit.
So that
But
is
what
what
is ARM?
information I have.
ARM.
Where is ARM? Where is mentioned ARM?
Yeah, VM
Here is it.
architecture. Yeah.
ARM 64 and 64-bit. ARM 64 is for 32 one. Sizes. It depended on for the sizes. See here. It comes with our sizes. ARM 64 and 64. These things we will discuss in upcoming session. I was asking you
Okay.
about X64. Okay.
Okay.
I already told you in previous session, everything I can't discuss on day 1 or day 2 or day 3. Slowly, we need to move forward. Even that's why I'm not discussing about availability options. We have some options here also.
But that is not a checkbox, but both the
Leave that
real
one,
button.
Shiva, right now. Is it possible,
Okay.
please?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
But that can be explained, right, in later sessions.
We'll see that. If it's possible, we'll go for it because it's not required for us, Shiva.
Okay.
Okay. Even I don't have much information. If I get information, I'll read it. If I get much information, then I'll explain.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions, Shiva?
No.
Anyone have any more information questions? You can please let me know. So we'll move forward and we'll learn about how we can connect our machines. Okay. Now, to connect our machine, what we need to do is we need to download two tools. One is Putty, other one is Putty. So here I've given the website. Even if you search on Google, you will get the same website there also. Download. Here you are getting on the second one. From there you can download the Putty and scroll down. Here I'm getting. This one, as per my system, this one is supporting it. So I'm going to download this one, Putty. Scroll down. So I have downloaded the Putty. In the same website, I'm going to download Putty Jan also. Scroll down. Here. As per my system. And downloaded both the tools. I'm keeping both the tools in my 116 folder. Normally in our Windows machine, what we are doing it after downloading of that particular tool, what we are doing it, we are installing it. Installing that tool. But do we need to install these two tools? I don't need to install directly. I can work on these two. I can double click on that, get open, and I can work on this. After downloading of this tool, what is the next thing I need to do is I need to generate APK file using Putty. Here I have a PEM file. From this PEM file, I need to generate APK. And by using which tool? Putty. Double click on Putty. Get open. And please see this very carefully, which I'm going to do right now. Because a very important step. If you done any mistake, you will get an error message. So here we have two options. One is generate. Other one is you need to click on load. Click on load. Now, when I click on load, I need to select that particular PEM. So this is batch 112. I need to go to 116 batch. It is not showing me anything. I need to select that PEM file. I already have a PEM file in my folder. Here I can see, but still it is not showing. Why? Here is the reason. Because it is finding only PPK file. So we need to change this to all files. And then we are selecting PEM. Open. Done. Now, next thing is click on private. Save private. Now give the name of your file, whatever the name you want to give. I'm giving same name as my PEM file. And what is the extension? Dot. If you want me to show this again, you can confirm in the chat box. I can show you one more time. If anyone want me to show the steps again? Okay, I'm deleting this PPK file. And again, I'm generating. Double click on putty gen. Click only, you need to only click on two buttons. Load and save private. Nothing else you need to click. If you click somewhere else, you will get a wrong PEM file. Click on load. Select your PEM file. Change here from PPK to all files. Here is my PEM file. Open. Okay. Save private. Yes. Now give the name. I have given the same name as my PEM file. Name, if you want to give something else, you can give something else name also. I'm giving same name as a PEM file, so it is easy for me to recognize for this PEM file, this is the PPK file. That is why I'm giving. But if you want to give something else name, you can give this also. Save. Here I'm getting the PPK. So we have generated our. Now I need to connect. To connect, I need to note down something called public. Go to our virtual machine. Here I'm getting the public IP. Note down the public IP. Open. Double click on putty. Is the public IP here. Attach PPK file with putty. How can I attach? Click on this plus button for SSH. Click on this plus button for auth. And then click on credentials. And now here I'm getting the option to select PPK. This is batch 109, go to 116. Here. Open, accept, enter your user. What is my username? Azure. Enter. And you can see here here I'm able to connect to our Linux machine. So this is how we are connecting to our Linux virtual machines with the help of PPK files. First, we are converting PEM into PPK, and then with the help of PPK, we are connecting our. Any question anyone have, you can please raise your. Yes, Jeevan, you can unmute.
So Ankit, while saving the private key, we have choose the save as a private key, and there is an option was
Yes.
public also.
Public key is not working in cloud platforms.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You want to use, you while practice, you can try. That's why I'm saying, if you click anywhere except those two options, you will get a wrong key, and that particular key is not working in the cloud platforms.
Okay.
You are
got
not
it.
able
Thank
to connect. You will get error message.
you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Ranga.
Yeah, so we have generated, configured that putty gen, right? So what is the
We
use
didn't
of
configure putty gen. We have just converted from putty gen from PEM to PPK. That's all.
so why we did it? Any reason?
Because putty does not support PEM file.
Okay,
Okay, putty terminal does not support PEM file. So that is why we need to generate PPK file.
okay. Thank you.
Yes, Tarun.
Sir, is PuttyGen is working as a converter of PM to PPK.
Correct. And putty is a terminal where we are connecting our machines. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone have any more questions? Now we'll move forward here. So here we have learned about the Linux one, and I'm going to use one command called df-h. Here I can see the 4 GB of the additional space which we are getting it with our size called B1S that I'm getting, and here I'm able to see the 30 which we are. Like in previous session also we have seen that particular 4 GB. Here also we are able to see. This is just for our temporary storage we are getting, and in this one we are not storing any. So this is how we can create our Linux machine and connect our Linux machine with the help of. Now, after our practice, if you just want to delete your virtual machine, here we have a delete option. And then check this checkbox, and then you can click on. This is one option. Other option I have already told you in previous session, you can directly delete a resource group, because just creating one virtual machine system is creating some more resources also. Those things also we can delete, but I am not deleting right now. We'll delete later. Let's go with our next. The next thing which I'm going to show you here is how we can connect our Linux machine with the help of password, or how we can create our Linux machine with the password. So go to virtual machine. This time I'm giving the name Linux. The source group, giving the name. But this time I'm doing a little quicker because we have already understand these two things multiple times. In yesterday's session also we have done, in today's session, but wherever things is required, I'm going to explain you. So virtual machine, we have given the name. Image, system is automatically selecting. Size, here we are getting. Now here. In previous example, we have done with the option called SSH public key. Here I'm going with the password. And you can see here, Here I need to enter my and user. I'm giving username, Azure user, giving the password. We have given the password. Scroll down. Here system is enabling the port number called SSH 22. Did we do anything new here? The only thing what we have done new here is we have just given the password. Other than that, we have selected the same size. We have selected the same operating system. We are giving the name. Name can be any name. Region, system is automatically selecting because we have select a. And here we are getting our subscription. Click on next. Disk, again system is giving us 30 GB because we are using the Linux based operating system. And then other than that, we are not going to discuss anything right now. So I'm directly jumping on review. Regarding these tabs, we'll discuss in our upcoming session. Okay, don't worry. Sometimes if you get this validation phase, you can go back and then again you come. But yes, if you done any dot mistake, if you have not any mistake, just go back and come again to review. See, I didn't do any mistake. I know that sometime it happened. So I go back and come back again. It's fine. Click on. Taking some time. Still in process. Done. Go to resource. Now I need to connect to this machine. To connect to this machine, again, I'm going to note down the public IP. And I'm going to open, double click. Is the public IP. Now I don't need to attach that PPK file again because this time I'm using the password option. Click on accept. Enter your username. Your user. Enter. It is asking for. And you can see here, I am able to connect to our Linux virtual machine with the help of password option. We are able to connect to our machine. Any question anyone have regarding this password option? You can please raise your hand. Yes, Madhur Singh.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I want to be known that after the creation, that is VM in Azure, so that we directly connect through this terminal. So we just run that machine in our Windows or Linux machine. We need to be run that machine, or automatically they will connect through RDP or this PuTTY tools.
No, they are not automatically. We need to connect manually. We are just in Azure system is creating a machine. After that, we need to connect to this because in the end, we need to work on those machines. To work on those machines, I need to connect to this machine.
No, you not got my point. That I know that we create the machine, but in Azure, like any option, like we start that machine, or we automatically through like RDP, we take the remote session.
No, I'm not able to understand your question. What you're trying to explain here?
I'm trying to explain that after we creation the machine in Azure, correct?
We
create
have
the
created
machine
virtual machine.
that
It
is
can be
created.
Linux or virtual, whatever it is.
That is we created. Fine.
Mm.
After that, like a few tools in like VMware, we start that machine.
Mm.
So in this Azure, we like any we start that machine. हमको उसको start करना है या automatically they will be
No,
start.
we don't need to start. Did I start this machine?
No, that's why.
No,
That's
I'm not doing anything. The automatically system will, because system is creating the machine. Like if I stop this machine, I have an option I can stop. If I stop, then I need to start. But when I'm creating it, automatically this machine is going to be started.
So in the background, the machine is automatically run.
Yes, that is why I'm able to directly connect to this machine.
So that's why this is my question. That's why I'm asking to you, sir. That's my confusion, or that's why this is my query. That's why I'm
Any
asking
more
to you.
questions, Madhu?
No, and Windows also, sir. It is
Same
run
thing.
automatically. Okay, sir. Thank you,
Same
sir.
thing. There is nothing I don't need to start. But yes, if I'm going to stop this machine, that time we need to run it or start manual.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So how to do that, sir?
Here we have option. If I select this machine, here I have option of start, restart, stop.
Okay. There's no option for shutdown, correct?
Yes. Stop means shutdown.
Okay.
Restart means it is just going to restart our machine. Start means if I stop this machine, then I can start.
Hello.
Yes, Madhur, are you able to hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Madhur.
Hello.
Madhur, are you able to hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Madhur. Madhur, look like you have facing some issue. Madhur, are you able to hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Madhur.
Hello.
I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, sir. Now voice is coming, sir. Sir, after that, sir, suppose how do we know that this machine is closed?
Stopped or running?
Yes.
Here we have a status.
Okay.
Running, we are. If it's stopped, it is showing us as stopped. If it's running, it is showing you as running.
This is only option to know, sir.
Yes, here we have option of status. Here also we can, if you open this machine, here also.
Okay. You know overview. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I get.
Yeah, hi, Ankit.
Hi.
See, like you created a user here.
No,
we
I
do this-
didn't. I have just given the username.
Yeah, the username, like the same we do in AWS, we give the user as EC2-user.
We are not
So
giving it's by default user.
No,
In AWS, we are not giving user. It's by default user for Amazon Linux.
Yes. So is it
But
the same process in Azure?
In Azure, we don't have a default user. We can give our own username. I have given my own username, Azure user. You can give your name also as a user.
We can customize the username during the
While
installation.
creating the machine, I can give any user, XYZ, ABCD, whatever the name you want to give, you can give.
Okay. Unlike AWS, we have this option in Azure.
In AWS, we have a default user, even for Linux also, even for our Windows also. But in Azure, we can give our own. Okay.
Yeah, clear. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Ankit. I have one question. Whatever the user we are giving as previously asked, that user is the root user for my Linux server.
Root is a different user, like it's like an administrator user. If I switch to user, I can switch. I have a root user. Here is the root user.
Okay.
This is not the root user. This is just like an admin user to us. It is having all privileges. He can do anything. Even he can switch to root user also.
Okay, okay.
Right?
we will
Even in
try
our
to-
upcoming session, Siva, we are going to learn how we can create our more users. Because let's take example, I have a Azure user. He's having all permissions. Is the same
Okay.
user can I give to my all employees also?
No, no.
No, definitely not. Because if everyone has the same permission, everyone is going to work on same user. It's not possible to track what person is doing it, other persons. Okay, so we learn about how to create our more users in our app.
Okay, and one more question. So I am seeing a risk of enabling the SSH for my server, so
Which
that
thing?
somebody will. I am seeing a risk of enabling the SSH to my server. So somebody
This-
will who had some putty, and then he can who knows that IP address of my server.
Hmm.
He can do the SSH and then connect by using the username and password.
Yeah, definitely a person who has public IP, your machine of public IP, username and password, anyone can connect. So that is
Yeah,
why
so-
right now, what I'm giving it, if you just go to the networking tab, here I'm giving the public access. You can see here there's a warning coming with SSH written. Why this warning is coming here? Because right now I'm giving public access. Okay, but in real time, we are not giving public access. We need to restrict that particular access only to specific IP addresses.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so how to do all those things we'll learn in a
Yeah,
very good
one
question you
more.
have asked, Shiva.
Yeah, and one more option in the SSH or none, they have given an option while creating the VM. If I select none, how can
None
I
there,
connect to that?
we know that those things will discuss. You're talking about networking tab, Shiva. You're talking about networking tab. Those options you are getting in networking tab. Here you are getting.
Yeah.
Here I'm getting none. Here I have none option.
Yes.
Where it is used, those things we'll discuss in our upcoming. Even in our NSG, we have 3 options: none, basic, advanced. These all 3 options we'll learn in our. Then we'll come to a service called virtual network. That time we'll discuss it because networking is coming with that topic.
Okay.
So it's not possible to explain these things right. Because in some cases we'll create private machines also. Right now I'm creating public machines.
In AWS, if you are not enabling the SSH, you can do SSM and then connect.
Here we have an option that we can disable SSH port and we can connect our machine by using Azure portal by using Bastion host.
Okay, okay.
And for Bastion host, I don't need to use any third-party terminal. I can directly connect my machines from Azure portal.
Okay.
To multiple securities Azure is using it.
Okay. Can you show one example how we can?
Right now, it's not possible.
Okay. Whenever it's
Okay,
possible.
because this is a very advanced topic, but to understand that Bastion server first, you need to understand virtual networking. Okay, so sorry, I can't show those things right now, which are for upcoming session.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm always following the sequence which I have designed.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Krishna.
Hi, Ankit. Actually, I missed the first 2 sessions, and this is just joined this session now. So how do I cover up those 2 sessions?
Are you in the WhatsApp group of batch 116?
Yes, yesterday only I just done it.
Yesterday, my team has already shared those recordings. I'll inform my team. They'll again share those recordings. Or if you, I'm just sharing our YouTube channel link. If you just subscribe and you can check that channel. In that one, day 1, day 2 recording is already there. Day 3 recording also will see there. We'll upload.
Okay, in that everything is covered, right? What topics we're going to cover or what contents?
Everything, the course content, again, I'm sharing. If you see in the WhatsApp group description, in that one course content link given there also.
Okay.
In the WhatsApp group description also course content link is given. Again, I have shared that course content link with you.
Okay, I have another question. See, because I not worked on this Azure platform till now. Okay, I'm totally background with
a person who is fresher,
Yeah.
a person who is fresher, a person who's having any other experience, anyone can join this.
Okay, fine then. there is no prerequisites, right, to like go with this course?
No.
Okay, fine. That's it, Ankit. So we'll meet again. So what is the procedure to go with next sessions? I can get any link or any
You
other.
will get all the details in our WhatsApp. We have
Okay.
shared all the details there. I'll inform my team. They'll you just follow the WhatsApp group instructions.
Okay, fine, Ankit. Thank you for that.
Yes, Tarun. Tarun Kumar, you have raised your hand.
Hello.
Yes, Tarun.
Sir, please explain again about VM infrastructure.
What do you want me to explain, Tarun? Can you please elaborate your question?
Hello.
Yes, Tarun, I'm able to hear you.
Sir, please explain again VM infrastructure.
What you are not able to understand, Tarun, let me tell those things. So I'll go with that particular point. It will be easy for me to explain that particular point to you,
Sir,
which you are
there
not
is
able to understand.
showing two options, 64-bit and one more.
Which option you're talking about, Tarun?
Sorry, ARM 64 and 64.
Yes, I've already told earlier also, few things we are not going to discuss right now. Even I don't have much information about these things. I'll read it. If I get any information, we'll discuss these things later. Okay, and everything is not possible right now. Like earlier also I told to Shiva also the same thing. He was asking me to show some examples about this NSG SSL. Not possible to show each and everything on the day 2 or day 3. So we need to follow the process. If I directly go with that particular thing, you're not able to understand those things. Okay, might be you have a pre-knowledge of AWS or any other thing, but it's not possible. I don't need to only think about you. I need to think about other students also, which are there might be they don't have any knowledge. So I always need to follow the sequence. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So these things we are not going to discuss right now. So I'm following the sequence. Slowly we are going to discuss. Even I have a lot of option in networking. I have an advanced tab also. There I have extensions. There I have a cloud in it. Custom data. What is this? We are not discussing right now. Okay, so we'll follow the sequence. Slowly we'll understand it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes, Rama.
Hello, sir. This side Rahman.
Yes.
I'm audible? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I was having doubt on that password one, sir. The last one which you have connected VM to system, right? So after typing username, as soon as the second line was some IP address, right? So before password. So I was having slightly doubt on that.
Just a minute. Let me put the option. Here is that IP address option. Here the password option is there.
Yeah, no, after creating all things, after creating everything, to connect, you will be having a black screen, right? Where you are writing your username.
This is putty.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Here I'm
this was the
giving.
last step, right, sir?
Yes, here I'm giving the IP address.
Yes, sir.
Let me just copy the IP. So here I'm just copying the IP address, pasting the IP address, click on open, enter your username, enter your password.
Okay. As soon as we enter our password, the systems get connected. Correct, sir?
Yes, see here, I'm able to connect.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I was having that doubt only. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yes, Shiva.
Yeah, sorry for asking too many questions again.
No issues. You can ask your question.
Yeah, I am, suppose take an example, in my resource group, I am giving the virtual machine as a service. I will be adding.
Virtual machine is a service.
Yeah. For creating the VM, they need to have that. Okay.
What we have?
In the resource group, they need to have this resource, right?
Virtual machine resource, yes. Virtual machine service, you can call it as a resource also.
You have created the resource group. Can you open the resource group?
Here I have opened the resource group.
Okay, here what are the services I can create? Okay.
Here I have a SSH key. Here I have a virtual network. Here I have a virtual machine IP address. We are getting here. This is a second virtual machine.
Okay.
This is second virtual machine IP address NSG or second virtual machine. What's your question, Shiva?
Yeah, I am a little confused. Suppose take an example. I have one resource. I want to restrict that user.
You can give example as AWS also. I'll give you the answer based on that.
Okay. I have one user. I am the root, and then another user. I want to give the permission.
I am user you're talking about? You're talking about I am user or virtual machine user?
Okay, I will create one resource group and associate the resource group to that user, so that only the resources which are there in the resource group can the user only able to create.
It is possible. It is possible.
Okay.
So whatever the resources we have under our resource group, a customer can only manage these resources. That is called as role-based access control in Azure.
Okay. And suppose take an example, I have added one virtual machine as a service. I have added to the resource group, so that the user will create only the VMs. So further filtration will be available on the VM as a service, because I don't want him to create Windows VM and all. Only the Linux I need to provide an specific access for him.
That time, I'm not sure this thing is possible or not. I don't think so it is possible. These things are not possible. If it's possible, I think you just need to write some custom codings for that is required. Normally, it's not possible. We have it. We have one service option in Azure Active Directory. What is the name? Just a minute, let me tell you that. Where is it? Here is AD rows. In this, it will be possible, but you need to go with some more customization into that. I think with that, it is possible. You need to write some JSON coding.
Okay.
Custom policies you need to. That might be possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, with Azure option, it is not possible.
Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Madhu.
Hello.
Yes, Madhu.
Sir, my question is, when we create that virtual machine, so how do we know that that machine is protected with the password or protected with that key, SSH key?
Here is that virtual machine.
Yes, sir.
You want to connect this virtual machine.
No.
He is asking that how does we get information it is connected with.
No, and from this overview, so there's any option that this is password protected machine, or that is like SSH key protected machine, sir?
No, we don't have any option. I didn't see any option till now. We don't have any option like these things.
Because through overview, everything is available. So that's why, suppose
that's why I'm saying it. There is no option. No option we have here.
So we need to be just manually note down that.
Giving the naming conventions based on that, you can give it. Basically, in real time, we'll use the SSH key because SSH key is quite difficult to hack rather than a password option.
Maximum live scenario that admins giving to that SSH key only. They're not giving the password for Linux machine, correct?
Yes,
okay,
but we don't have any option here in this one. We get any information. We have a reset password option also, but system is not going to reset password for this machine. Because for this machine, they will do that. We have a reset SSH key option also. Reset configuration only also we have. but we don't. But these three options are same for all type of machines you will get.
So they not
No,
be
we don't
worked.
have any option. I didn't see any option till now.
No, they have worked. Suppose admin reset the password. There's the option to reset the password for that machine.
Yes, we have reset
Okay,
password
okay,
option.
that is working. Okay, that is working.
That
Correct.
will work, but these option will get on for all. Like if I just, this is one machine I have shown
Okay.
you. If I
Okay.
show you the another machine also, here is. Scroll down. See, here also I'm getting reset password option also.
Okay.
See, but there is one thing which actually I have observed right now here. When I go to reset password, the cursor is on reset SSH public key right now.
Okay.
For this machine. Okay. But if I go to another machine, let me just.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
That time a cursor is on password option. That is a difference we have. Other than that, we don't have any option. Now, like just if I'm going to reset pass, see, where is my cursor right now?
Yes.
So with this we can identify. Right now my cursor by default is in reset password. So it means I can consider the password machine.
As well as password machine. Okay.
Password machine. If I go to another machine.
Yes.
And then when I go to reset password option. My cursor is on SSH.
Okay. Okay.
This is the option we have it, which actually even just now actually I have observed. Earlier I didn't observe this thing. But other than that, we don't have any option.
Okay.
I didn't see anywhere this option.
Okay. Thank you.
Even actually I didn't think about this particular thing, but we didn't see anything earlier, this type of things we have.
No, sir, in the live scenario, because so many machines are there.
So, no, I understand it in real time, but because till that time, whatever the clients I have seen it, they're always going with this SSH key because SSH are more secure than a password option.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Even whenever we are going to create our users. So for users also, we can create different SSH key. Here we have SSH.
Okay.
Key.
That we created.
We can go to SSH key.
Okay.
You can create more keys also here.
So suppose we have that 3 or 4 admins, like on super admin, like
every different user, you can create a different key also.
Okay. So
the same machine.
Okay, same machine.
The same machine it is also possible. But so, before that, you need to create that SSH key for them.
And there's any option, suppose top admin login through any login, suppose any third login is for like a developer, but they not log into the second login or first login. Understand my?
I understand your question. What you're trying to say?
Yes.
I'm not able to understand your question, Madhu. Please elaborate your question more.
Yeah. Suppose we have the 3 users. First is top admin, number 1 admin. Second is not a same access like first one, and third one is like a developer. They have only developer login. He will be logging.
No, you want to create. That's what we say. No? We need to create different key for same machine.
No.
But by default, by default, Madhur, whenever we are creating a user don't have permissions. So he can switch to root user. He can only work in his user.
No, that I know. But can that the top user, yani number 1 user will be access from his key to all logins?
Oh, so what? Yes. Now, he cannot access their keys, but he can switch from his user to another user, like by using switch command.
Okay.
In Linux, we have a command called su command, switch user command. He can, from his user, he can switch to another user. That he can do.
That I don't know, sir, because I have
no. You will understand this thing. You in tomorrow's session, we are going to start some Linux commands. Okay, we are not going in much more depth, just basics we are going to learn. So in that one little bit, you will understand those things. So it's like a switching user. From one user to another user, we can do that. Okay.
Okay.
That is possible, but he can't access their keys. He can only access his keys for his user.
Because I give
but
that,
yes, he can.
I give
he
the
can
example.
Switch. No, I understand your question. You want that admin user will switch to developer user.
Because I give the example, we are a few years before I am working on the Lotus nodes also. So the same scenario.
It is possible.
Yeah,
it is possible. From one user to another user, you will do that. Even you will understand more this thing when I'm practically showing you the user creation part.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Here
sir.
where is the PPT number? Sorry, this is 38. Here is it. Here we are going to learn about users. So I'll show you that from my Azure user, which I have it. From this user, the user which I'm going to, let's say I'm going to create Ankit user. I'll switch to his user also. This is possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ankit bhai.
Anyone have any more questions? Please let me know, or we can end our session. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about some basics Linux commands. We are going to learn that. If we have time, then we'll go with some of our other things also. Okay. Look like no one has any questions. So with this, I'm ending this session. In tomorrow's session, we'll continue with our other. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for today. Someone has question. Yes, Madhur. Any more questions?
One more thing. When will we this free classes? So last day
Tomorrow
we
is the
can
last
make.
class. And from
Tomorrow is the
tomorrow,
last.
we are not going to share the recording. Today is the last recording.
No. Suppose on Monday we make the payment. The payment link is same, or that it will be also changed.
No, payment link always same. Payment link is not changed, but Zoom link will be changed.
Acha, that will be given by after the payment. How to get that?
Announcement. You guys can see the announcement in our website for your batch 116. How to see an announcement? I'll inform my team. They'll update in the WhatsApp group. There's a YouTube video. I have it. They'll share that YouTube video also with you. With the help of this one, you can learn how to check announcement, and then you can check the announcement in our website.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, William.
I had the same question. You already
Yes,
answered my question.
Is it question answered?
Yes, it's answered. Thank you.
That's good. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for today's session. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.